The add climb method in part B of this question is a little bit more complicated as we want to add our climb info objects alphabetically to our climb list. So the first thing we need to do is find the index that we want to add our new element at. And the best way to do this is with a while loop. So we want to start at the first element, index 0. We need to keep track of this index, so we'll create a variable for it. And then we want to loop with the while loop. And we want to compare the peak name of the element we're currently at with the peak name that we want to add. Or we want to use the string method compare to for this. So let's first get the name of the current element we're at. So that's climbList.getIndex. And there you have the climb info object itself, but we need to be sure to get the peak name out of it. Now, we need to call compare to and compare that to the peak name we want to add. Now, compare to will return a number less than 0 if this name comes earlier in the alphabet than peak name here. And in that situation, we don't want to add our new peak name yet. We haven't reached the correct index. So if it is less than 0, then we need to keep looping through. And once we find that index using the while loop, then we are ready to say climb list.add. We're going to add it at that position in the array, and then our new climb info object with peak name and climb time. Now, if we try to run this, we get an index out of bounds exception. If you notice in our while loop here, we have no stopping condition. It's possible that our index can just keep looping farther and farther and farther in our array and reaching past the size of the array itself. So before we use our compare to method, we need to do a quick check that index is less than climb list dot size. And that will keep us from looping past the end of the array. Now if we try to run this, we'll see that the climb info objects were added in alphabetical order just as we wanted.